2007 1-cent Canada coin. Today, we dive deep into the 2007 Canadian 1-cent coin, the subtle difference that matters, and why some of these low-denomination coins can sell for $60 or more. Stay tuned, because you're going to want to grab a magnet for this one. First, let's get acquainted with our star. The 2007 Canadian 1-cent coin features the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. This is the fourth definitive effigy, designed by Susanna Blunt. It was a new, more modern look for the Queen on Canadian coinage, introduced in 2003. Reverse tails the classic, beloved, and enduring maple leaf twig design. This iconic image, featuring two maple leaves on a single twig, was created by G.E. Kruger Gray and has been the mainstay of the Canadian penny since 1937. The mintage, in 2007, the Royal Canadian Mint produced a massive number of these pennies, over 938 million for general circulation. That is a huge mintage, which usually means the coins are very common and worth face value. However, this is where things get interesting. From 1997 to 2003, Canadian pennies were made of copper-plated zinc, non-magnetic. Around 2003, the mint began shifting the composition to copper-plated steel. This was a cost-saving measure, as steel is cheaper than zinc or the previous copper. The year 2007 falls right in the middle of this composition transition. Most of the nearly billion coins minted in 2007 were the new standard, copper-plated steel. And guess what? Steel is magnetic, but, in numismatics, the unexpected can be valuable. Because of some residual inventory, test strikes, or early runs, a small number of 2007 pennies were struck on the older copper-plated zinc planchets. And zinc is non-magnetic. This is the single most important detail about this coin. Standard 2007 penny, magnetic, very common, worth face value in circulated condition. Rare 2007 penny, non-magnetic, the valuable one. Why is it rare? The Royal Canadian Mint officially lists the circulating 2007 cent as the magnetic, copper-plated steel version. They did produce a small, specific run of non-magnetic cents for collector mint sets in 2007, specimen or proof-like finishes, but for a non-magnetic coin to be found in general circulation is an anomaly for that year. It's often classified as a mule or a composition error for a circulating coin, because it shouldn't be there. The mintage discrepancy. While over 938 million magnetic pennies were produced for circulation, the number of non-magnetic ones that might have slipped into circulation is tiny, potentially only a few thousand, and the exact number is a mystery, which only adds to the mystique and value. So, how do you find one? It's simple, and it starts with the magnet test. Find a 2007 Canadian penny. Dig through your coin jar, an old bank bag, or ask your Canadian friends. Step 2. Grab a magnet. A simple refrigerator magnet, a rare earth magnet, anything will do. Hold the coin up and touch the magnet to it. You have the standard, common 2007 penny. Still a nice piece of history, but not the big payday. You have found the anomaly. This is the valuable variety. The value of the non-magnetic 2007 penny depends heavily on its condition or grade. Remember, it's rare to find any non-magnetic 2007 penny, but it's even rarer to find one in pristine, uncirculated condition, which is what collectors pay the big bucks for. Circulated, worn, even a worn, non-magnetic 2007 penny has a collector premium, often selling for C1-C5 or more, simply because of the composition error. Uncirculated, mint state MS. This is the holy grail. Coins graded by professional services like ICCS or PCGS in high mint state, like MS65, MS66, or MS67, are where the real value is. Sales records show these perfectly preserved specimens fetching prices from C30 up to C60 or more. A verified MS67 red can command top dollar. The key takeaway: the rarity isn't just the year, it's the composition that deviates from the expected circulation standard. The story of the 2007 penny is also a tiny piece of the larger story of the end of the Canadian penny itself. While the penny was officially retired in 2012, with the last penny struck in May of 2012, the Royal Canadian Mint stopped distributing it in February 2013. The reason? It simply cost more to produce than its face value. By 2007, the penny had long outlived its utility. The 2007 cent represents a coin on the eve of its retirement, a period when the mint was aggressively changing its metal composition to save money, leading to these fascinating errors and anomalies like the non-magnetic steel mule. The retirement of the penny marked a bittersweet moment for Canadians and numismatists. It was a familiar, constant companion in our pockets for over 150 years. The 2007 non-magnetic variety is a final, rare glitch in the system before the curtain closed. So, is the 2007 Canadian penny a guaranteed treasure? No. But is it a fantastic example of a rare, valuable anomaly hidden in plain sight? Absolutely. The next time you see a 2007 cent, remember this video. Grab your magnet. The nearly 1 billion regular magnetic pennies are simply 1 cent. But those rare, non-magnetic stragglers are the true collector's prize. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting!